Alright, welcome back. It's me, Reham, now aka Ren. For that one next episode, I hope you were not waiting on this one TLC 80% tutorial video by the one and only, because it's been a fucking while, alright? But we're back, and we're gonna take a look at the very next quest, which is Protect Orchid Farm. Actually, I'm lying. We're not going to take a look at Orchid Farm. We're going to go to the guild to pick up the quest, but there are many things that we need to do in between, and we're going to talk about them. So this one video is mostly going to be about menuing, how I approach menuing, how it makes me save time, and how it could make you save time. No hand cam today. I think it's useless because it's mostly going to be my mouse moving around. You don't have the inputs shown. I'm going to get you the inputs. Be right back. Alright, we're back. And it's time to go, I guess. Now, movement in this quest. I think in the last episode I told you that you could rush during the loading zone, and it would put you somewhere like here. You then roll, rush, and you can double roll in there. Obviously, if you've mastered sealed rushing, you can try and get a few double rushes in there. It's not necessarily useful at the moment. So, I don't know if you've seen what I just did, but I want you to pause that vid right now and go back to the beginning of the area and repeat every step I did. So let's go back. Let's show, because this piece of movement is pretty important and it can save you a lot of time. And I think it's the optimal move. It's the strongest move you can do, essentially. Yeah, I've got things to eat. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. Alright. Yeah, my camera sensitivity. Alright, so what I want to do, alright, I want to avoid side rushing here as much as possible. I want to get to Bowerstone South as fast as possible, avoid side rushing. So what I do, first things first, I'm going to check my camera, right? I want to pull my camera up, see where I'm going. Then rush forward, roll once, rush forward, roll once, then rush forward. And then here, generally, I roll twice, so that I'm here. And then I'm going to make my character face this way, rush forward, rush once. And then, as you can see, I'm highlighting this bad boy over here, pointing over to... This could be Fisher Creek, right? And what's happening right now is that my character is highlighting this the statue. If I rush, it's gonna go forwards. If you happen to like end up here by mistake, what's gonna happen if you rush is this, and you don't want this to happen. Very bad. Poo poo. No, right? So you follow the steps I just gave you, and you're gonna be here. Rush forward, and then boom, you're good to go. Here, you can use the nice diagonal rolls I was talking about. Obviously, if you can double rush, don't hesitate. And then avoid side rushing on those guards, obviously. I'm going to turn down the music, I'm sorry. And then enter Bowerstone, right? Now, the first thing I want to do in Bowerstone, the very first thing, you want to cancel that cutscene. And then roll backwards twice. Right? Then you roll backwards twice, you face this guy, interact with him. GG. Now, we're going to talk about menuing, right? So, yes. Alright. So you've got a few different controls, right? Obviously, your mouse is shitty as fuck. Fun fact, I think it's 15 hertz. It's 15 FPS or 30. No, I think it's 15, which is very, very bad. Give me a second, I'm going to eat. Sorry about that. So, you can use W and A. For me, it's going to be comma and O because I'm using Vorak, but trust me, I'm using W and S in order to move up and down here. So you can use W and S, and the first thing you want to do is sell things, right? So you press S and then you press D, and you're going to start selling. Now, you want to use your mouse because your mouse is always a lot faster than like waiting for these guys to go down. You know, it takes a while whereas this is much faster, right? Well, another thing to note is that you're gonna have lines in those menus, right? They're gonna be the same for every menu in the game, right? So you wanna keep in mind the heights of that line, and you wanna be able to know like where the lines are, right? I know there's one here, 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 you know, etc. Right? You want to see them when they're not here. All right, just be an alien, right? Just get good. All right, you want to sell, highlight objects, and then I'm going to use my mouse and I'm going to press D every time I'm highlighting the right menu. And keep in mind, the most important thing is to move your mouse the least possible times. Like you want to make sure that your mouse is not moving, right? It should not move. It's 15 FPS. This sucks, right? 15 FPS sucks. You don't want to do this. This is terrible, right? Like, look, it's terrible, right? I don't want it to do. So you want to make sure your mouse is not moving. So here, look at what I'm doing. I want to keep this will potion. Maybe sometimes you don't even have it and you can just like mash D and sell everything. Here I had to go up and down to sell my res files, right? Make sure your mouse is not moving. Now, instead of going all the way back and then going on by and then doing what I want to do, I'm just gonna move my mouse, press by, right? And then same thing, minimize the mouse movements. Objects, I want to go in food. And then here, a nice little trick for the Bowerstone South buy and sell is that you want to go 2 lines up, 2 lines down, 2 lines down, 2 lines up. And you've bought everything you need. And then you go on sell, you click, you can't press D here sadly, you have to click on sell, and then go into objects, go into food, which is 1 line down, and then just spam D, right? And you've sold everything. Boom, just like that. Don't even need to touch your mouse, right? Just put your hands up. Now we're back into sell. I want to click on sell because if I just press D, nothing happens here, right? I want to click. Back into objects. And I want to buy my potions and look how low my mouse is moving. You know, I don't want to move my mouse, really, I don't. And then we're going to go into others. And generally I like to put my mouse right here for the next menu that's coming up because now is a good time to tell you that the mouse is going to be in the same position as it was the last time you were in a menu, right? So it's going to be in the exact same spot. So I'm putting my mouse on top of the shovel right here, and I'm buying the shovel, and I'm quitting that menu. And I can just roll backwards and move my way all the way up to Maze. Talk to Maze, skip this cutscene, and then I want to hold W and right mouse button, move forward, roll onto this guy. And here what I like to do is stalk and then instantly block. And there you go. I talked, instantly blocked. It canceled that waving animation because that waving animation would prevent me from teleporting away after I'm done with this menu, right? So this is a pretty nice trick, saves you a bit of time. Now you want to say yes. And now comes the fun, the one nice part about Fable is that my mouse is exactly in the same spot as it was the last time I was in the menu, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back onto sell, and I'm going to press D, and then I'm just going to press D. And just like that, I sold my bow. And I didn't even need to use my mouse. I didn't even move my mouse, right? And I just sold my bow, right? And I'm going to go on to buy, and then same thing. I don't, my hands is here. I'm not using my mouse. The least amount possible, and then go all the way down, hand up, buy. That's all I want to do is just drag your mouse down, buy the bow, you're out. You don't want to mess around with this. You really don't want to mess around with this cursor. Trust me, it's going to make you go faster. And then you just press escape. Bowerstone is going to tell you that you cannot kill people around here. And you're just going to be like, all right. And here, oh, it's okay, whatever. You wanna make sure you have this thing, which is items, item menu. You want to have it bound to a certain key. I have mouse button 4, which is right here on my thumb, like right here. It's just, I don't know, I just got used to it. So It's just the one thing I'm using now. So what you want to do is once you're done with this menu, you press items menu. Then you're gonna instantly highlight other because you just buy the Ebony longbow, which is on the exact same spot as other. And then you just want to press other. And here comes teleportation menu, so I'm gonna talk about it. Once you're on top of other, you want to, get your mouse out of this window. Okay, get me out. And what's it gonna do is that you're gonna instantly highlight the guild seal. If you keep your mouse here, you're gonna be on top of the shovel, and then you have to go all the way up. And as I said, you want to minimize mouse movement. So once you're on top of other, just move your mouse to the side, press D, and then mash D, and you're teleporting to the Heroes Guild. Now we're gonna pick up. Screw you. We're gonna pick up defense firm Auvergne, which is defend Orchid Farm. You don't press D, and then you will go down and take the boast. It's gonna take you outside. It's a bit faster. Now I like to mash right click so it takes away the boast menu, and you can rush forward. And then I'm gonna stop here for now, and we'll talk about the movement and all the way up to Orchid Farm and how Orchid Farm should go. But I want to go back to that teleportation menu, right? You want to make sure you get this one movement down, which is something I always do, right? Which is catching that one other line, placing my mouse back here, like on this side of the menu, and just using the guild seal. And then you get the timing for the D presses, right? And once you've got this down, it's very fast to just teleport anywhere, right? Let's go to Bowerstone, right? And sometimes you can even pre-shot where you want to go, right? Just like I did with Bowerstone. You just move your mouse across and you prepare it to like enter from the side, right? You don't want to mess around with this. Make it enter from the side, right? Let's say I know that Nothel Glade is 5th line, right? So you just want to make sure your mouse is coming on the 5th line directly to go onto Nothel Glide, right? And just keep your cursor nice and close to that other line because you're going to use it a lot, especially in the late game. That's something you really, really want to practice. Alright, and that was it. Next episode, coming up soon, is going to be about Orchid Farm. Sorry about the dab. And wishing you good luck out there. See you next time. Peace out.